Hey, everybody, welcome to Breakfast All Day. Matt, Alonso, Christy's out sick this week, but we are on the farm, nonetheless, to discuss Shaun the Sheep, Farmageddon, the latest from Aardman Animations. I think this is theatrical in some parts of the world and a little tiny bit in the U.S., but this is mainly a Netflix movie everywhere. So this is a movie that you can watch in the privacy of your home. It's a new adventure of Shaun the Sheep. A spaceship shows up at the farm and chaos ensues.
Yes.
That's kind of the plot.
If you are unfamiliar with Shaun the Sheep, you are certainly probably more familiar with Aardman Animation, who gave us the wonderful Wallace and Gromit,
Chicken Run.
Shaun the Sheep has been a series of shorts, and there was a previous movie and a kid show. It's been a previous movie. And this movie's delightful.
Oh, it's charming.
It's very cute. Now, to be clear, this is a movie absolutely mostly for little kids, but it's that type of movie where you'll watch it and it's okay. There's a lot of great knowing sci-fi references in this that you'll start counting left and right. Lots of 2001, lots of E.T., some good Doctor Who references.
Yes.
I think there's a reference, maybe I'm overlooking this, but I think there's even a Galaxy Quest reference, which you haven't seen, but
I have. No, I did finally see it this year. Yeah, no. Well, you'll have to tell me.
We'll have to review that now. Okay. You've finally seen it.
All right, fine. This movie's really charming, and what I think is so great about the Shaun the Sheep movies is that they're not just great sort of animated comedies that like kids will find funny on one level and adults will find funny on often the same level, but also on another level. Like I giggled throughout this movie. But it's also a great silent comedy.
Yeah.
Because there's really no verbiage in this film. Like there are some signs with words on them in newspapers and stuff, but like nobody says anything. Like even the humans just sort of like mumble gibberish.
Right. Like you've got, so, you have the farmer and then this other old guy in this English town, and they sound like the farmers from Hot Fuzz that they would have to then bring in the translator. Exactly. And then, you've got these kind of government figures and all the people that are in like full on hazmat suits. It's like, so.
Yeah, I was delighted throughout. And I mean, like, I think the thing about silent comedy, it's kind of a lost art, but it is one of the fundamentals of cinema.
Yeah.
Like that when movies started, before they talked, like they were often like these kind of short comedy bits. And so I think Aardman is making the kind of gags that like Chaplin and Keaton and Harold Lloyd and Charlie Chase. And in fact, there is an actual shout out to Chaplin in this.
Right. And or Chuck Jones, right? With the Roadrunner and Coyote cartoons, because those are for the most part, those are almost exactly silent comedies.
And I think like the Looney Tunes as well, like these do hit that sweet spot of like, you'll grow up watching them and then you'll look at them again as an adult and get a whole other level of stuff that you weren't getting before.
Right. It's zany, it's sweet. So, the story is this alien shows up, on Earth. Shaun helps the alien get back. It's very much an E.T. type story.
Yeah.
The alien is probably younger than we originally may have thought, but it's very sweet. It's got a lot of fun gags in it that not just work just from a sight gag level or slapstick, but also kind of with the whole story.
There's a government agent who kind of has Tessa Thompson's backstory from Men in Black International.
Yes.
Yes. There's a humorless bulldog who's always trying to make the sheep behave, who is hysterical. He's kind of the Sam the Eagle of this movie.
But what's fun about this is that even though it's an hour 40-minute, like basically silent film, you see an evolution of the relationship between that dog and Shaun the sheep.
Oh, totally.
Right,
yeah.
and it works. So this is a terrific movie. There's not a ton to talk about, except that like. Yes, it's beautiful. It's high quality animation like you would expect out of Aardman.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this.
Yeah, the Aardman, like visually, their style is they've kind of inherited the mantle of claymation. They're sort of like the major thing that happens between like, Terry Toons and Laika, I guess.
Right.
And I like Aardman more than Laika, generally speaking, with the exception of that soccer one with the cavemen.
Yeah, I suspect that plays better in a country that probably plays more soccer than America than US does. But that one's okay. I've liked all of Nick Park's stuff, and Aardman, there
Pirates, very underrated.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they have a consistency along the lines of, say, like Pixar does. And
Totally.
they maybe aren't nearly as well known because they are...
Well, in the UK, certainly,
right,
not here.
Right. They aren't as well known here, and there's definitely a British sensibility to what they're doing, but it's terrific.
Yeah.
And so, if you feel like, if you've got kids, you got to put this on for them, you won't mind sitting and watching it with them.
Absolutely.
If you don't have kids and...
Watch it anyway.
You can watch it in the privacy of your own home, and no one's going to think you're a weirdo creeper for going to the kids movie and you're an adult and you don't have children.
That's like John Waters talking about, like, he would always try and go see everything that was in release and like showing up by himself to like the Care Bears movie and being looked at
I missed the screening for one of the Smurfs movies, like the second one, and ended up having to go see it in a theater so that we could review it. And like, I was the only dude by myself without, there's a bunch of families, a bunch of people, like, would be a parent who'd brought a bunch of kids, and I come in and I'm like, yeah, this is not a good look.
Yeah, Dave had to go see Baby Geniuses on a Friday morning because they didn't show to the press at all.
They shouldn't have shown that one to anybody.
No kidding. Anyway, Shaun the Sheep, Farmageddon, it's a delight, and it's on Netflix.
I love the thought of Dave going to buy a ticket for that. Oh, one for Baby Geniuses, please.
What's your score on this?
I would give this I think I would give it an 8.5.
I was thinking exactly 8.5 actually. So that's an 8.5 from us. You should watch it. We super recommend it. Anyway, thank you for watching this, and please like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us at BeFastAllDay on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and of course go to our Patreon page at patreon.com/BeFastAllDay. We do our TV recaps. We currently have if you're a certain membership, you get to vote on a classic that we're going to review this week. Or this month,
right?
Rather.
We're in the middle of covering The Outsider on HBO and also McMillions, which are both terrific. And then we're not here, but we're going to talk about Christie's a la carte this week.
I was just going to say, yes.
Go ahead.
Check out a la carte next week. It's Jeff Collada. He is an indie film producer. His credits include World's Greatest Dad, God Bless America, and Bad Words. So I'm sure he'll have plenty to say to Christie about those. So check that out. As always, thank you for watching. We appreciate your support. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.